Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole war chant is going full throat. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Arkansas State Red Wolves taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Noles will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arkansas State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the toss. Obliterates him, still on the move. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Renfro. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 25. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Red Wolves in the hurry-up. On second and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And they'll try to tack on 2. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. With a stiff arm. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turns it on in midfield. Running toward the tape. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Now Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Fires to the big fella. Ball is free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got room at the 35. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down for this offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leads it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, no! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves! They'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to pound their way in. And the defense drags him down.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that 2-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Webb. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The Noles send out the punt unit.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
And the returner is stopped. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in a hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. On the option. Bringing the heat. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Around the corner, it's Renfro. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
The give out of the gun. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Can anyone catch him? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He's looking to pass. Pockets, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal.
Timeout, Arkansas State.
He's looking downfield to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off play action. He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Still running at the 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. We're ready to get it started here in the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He's loose on the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4.
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, Give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Offense getting set for first down. To the ground with the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. Toss sweep to the right. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Shows him the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Looking downfield, it's Barry. Getting some heat. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious. He's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Well, the defense thought they had a plan for this option attack, and this quarterback, they repped against it in practice all week, but it's one thing to do it against your scout team, and it's one thing to try to stop that guy. He is very dangerous. That's already the 2nd rushing touchdown using the option.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
41, Florida State, 28.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Gets away from one. He's got space. He's loose. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Here on 2nd down. Let's see if they keep it on the ground. Power football with the run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he's dragged down. Ball spotted at the 18. It is 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Barry. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Trying to barge their way in. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Hold and fire complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. How about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese. And this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Off-play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's caught. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, it's a reverse. The offense coughs it up. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Oh, look out! Touchdown Seminoles! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they weren't on the same page at all. And the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. He'll ride his man on the option. At the 35, he's open. Keeps it and gets the first down. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Red Wolves are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option. The pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man downfield. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He finds his man. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10, and the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. The option look. Now the toss. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. The give on the inside. And the Red Wolves will move the sticks with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick completion to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Can't get him to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really trying to make that tempo work here to get a little bit closer for the kicker. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Barry. He's got it. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got him wide open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hoosh Manzana built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. The Flames will put total leather to crank us up. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here we go with the run on 4th down. The Beavers will keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with a big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now he's looking to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and more. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Beavers have their offense in high gear. He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, that's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Liberty's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It has been a season to forget, and honesty tells us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The give on the counter. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Prince. Gets away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. Never a doubt. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, the ground game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He's going to take off. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
At the 48-yard line.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Dropping back, it's Prince. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Flames have moved it inside the 20. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one splits the uprights. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense in a split backfield. Now on the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. Quick toss. At the 40, there he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook. Everything I have.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
A shot toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll give it on the counter. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And now on 2nd down for this offense. And the Beavers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Escapes trouble. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Right back to the well. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Beavers will try to put one on the board. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
To the air, it's Prince. He makes the connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He wants to go deep. Makes a catch at the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Oregon State 21, Liberty 6.
thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Prince. They're setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Flames are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle, it's Algier. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Runs through a tackle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Second down coming up.
The Flames are threatening in the red zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Liberty! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He's got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense has a second down play. He'll do it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. Forget the kick, he wants to throw it. And the fake works if he can get the first. And he just runs out of bounds, and I think he's short. I think he misjudged where he had to get. Looking for a man, it's Prince. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That was another big play. He's over the 100-yard mark. A lot of times when you look at the box score at the end of the game, whoever rushes for 100 yards, a lot of times they win the football game. This guy's been able to create big plays, and that's why his team's been successful on offense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Algier. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They're going to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Algier. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Prince. He's got his man. Giving him his pads. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pressure coming. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a